Hey guys, so I recently came across this article that probably a lot of you guys have read about. It's about Brooklyn Beckham, and which is like Victoria and David Beckham's son. I don't know if you guys knew that. Anyways, he's 16 years old. He just shot Burberry's latest campaign, and yeah, like he just decided he wanted to be a photographer like yesterday, and shot the campaign for Burberry. Um, a lot of photographers are freaking out about it because it's like, a lot of us work really hard to get to where we are, and we worked really hard creating a name for ourselves, and doing test shoots and stuff. And he kind of just got it into like really easily because of his parents, and he has money, so he's able to buy equipment, and he has everything he really needs. So it's just super unfair, so a lot of people are bitching about it. I think this is a perfect subject for me to answer a lot of questions that a lot of people ask me. Because people always ask me, Angel, your work is so good. How come I don't see you shooting this? How come I don't see you here? People always tell me, oh my gosh, you have so much talent, so much potential. I can see you shooting all these billboards. I can see you doing all these big things. I can see myself doing those things too, and I know that I can do it. I've had the potential to do that shit at 16 too. I mean, I'm a prodigy. Like, I've been doing graphic and web design and photography since MySpace came out. But I don't have the assets and access to a lot of the things that these young photographers have. I'm in New York, so I see a lot of young kids. They're like 16, 18, even 21, and I see them working backstage for like Marc Jacobs, New York Fashion Week, and doing a lot of things like that. A lot of people ask me, oh, these kids are so young and they're out there and they're doing it, why can't you do it? And it's really not that easy because at the end of the day, you don't really know where they came from, and you don't really know how they got what they got. You really don't know. And most of these kids that I see shooting behind, shooting these Marc Jacobs shows and stuff, not to be, racist or anything like that, but most of these kids that I see, they're like white, and they live in Manhattan, and they have like their own apartment. I know because I follow them on Twitter and I follow them on Instagram and shit like that. They be like shooting in their own apartment. Like, I be knowing, I be doing my little research. And I'm just like a Dominican kid, really, that just came out to New York and started building shit like on my own, with the help of family, of course. But I didn't really have that much to start out with. I had to buy my own camera and shit like that. And camera equipment is just fucking expensive, especially when you're young and you have to pay like student loans and all this other bullshit. And plus living in fucking Manhattan, like, come on. So what I'm trying to say is that for all the people wondering, for this goes for anyone. If you have friends that are actors, singers, or whatever, and you see that they kind of had an underprivileged type start, and you're wondering how come they're not to a place where you would like to see them at, or to a place where you know that they could be, it's because they just don't have the funds for it. Like, anyone can get to wherever they want to be if they have the fucking money. I mean, of course you need talent. Honestly, you don't even really need talent these days. You just need to be smart as fuck. And I've learned that. I'm 24 now. I've been doing this in New York for a while now. I've learned that you don't really need that much talent to get ahead in the industry. You just need to be smart as fuck, and you need to know people. That's why I've kind of stopped trying to get signed with agencies, and I've kind of stop trying to get an agent. I mean, I would love an agent. I would love to get signed. I just haven't been hustling for that. I've been just hustling for paid gigs, stuff that like pays my rent. And that's because I feel like I can't get signed to an agency unless I have a celebrity portfolio, or unless I have high end clients out the ass, like clients that are like big companies, because most of my clients are like actors, dancers in the city, people looking for headshots and stuff like that, which is fine. But I feel like to get signed, if you don't have clients like Garnier or like Tresemme or shit like that, or you're not hanging out with celebrities or anything like that, these bookers don't really want to sign you because you don't have any connections. So that's how I feel. The world revolves around who the fuck honestly. You can have a portfolio of celebrity photos taken with an iPhone and get signed to an agency. Like, you don't even need a professional camera, really. You just really need to know people. And that's how it is. And I felt like since I wasn't at that level, like all I was shooting at the time was reality TV stars, which is like nothing. I felt really discouraged, and I still feel discouraged because I don't know celebrities. I don't have friends that are, and neither am I really like so try hard to get into that scene. Not like when I first started. You know, now I'm more kind of at a comfortable level, but anyways, the industry, yeah, it's like that. It's all about who you know. It's not really about talent, and it's all about being smart. People ask me all the time, like people that want to be models. They're like, "Oh, Angel, how do I get noticed? How do I get seen? How do I get followers? Blah blah." The real question is really just being a hoe. Like, if you're not a hoe or a whore or a thought or a slut on social media, you ain't gonna notice. Like, you can have the best work. You can be so talented. You can have the best voice and put it all on social media. You'll get a couple likes and a couple followers here and there, but it won't be as much as compared to the numbers that you would get as if you were to take like really sexy, slutty photos and videos and stuff for yourself, because people love that. Like, sex sells. You have to Kim Kardashian your way up to the top, pretty much. That's the like, unless you don't have the connection the Brooklyn Beckham has, you have to fucking Kim Kardashian your way up to the top. Um, Trust me, it's an effective method. That shit works. Like, take it from me, it works. But that is just what I have learned from being in New York for 6 years now. Like, if you ain't a hoe and you don't got connections, like nobody wants to fuck with you. I mean, no, like, like real people, like the big dogs, like they won't really fuck with you because there's many talented people out in the world. Like, you're not special at all. I used to think that I was special as fuck when I was 19. I was like, oh my god, my work is so good, my work is so dope, I'm so young, like, oh, I'm gonna get recognized and signed so easily. But no, there's really like a billion of you. There really is. So I'm sorry, but if you have morals, you might as well just like get a basic job somewhere, because in this talent industry, you have to sell your soul and your body. It's the truth.